I'll give you two kind of major plot points. The first one is I had a job a couple years ago, quite a few years ago, when this work started, to document a coral relocation project. And it was a straight documentary work, video and photo, but it was all underwater. So we spent like 5 days underwater recording this team move this was maybe about 1,000 coral heads. And after the job was finished and I delivered their documentary, I was left with all of this additional media, all of these photographs, all this video. And I just started, I had some downtime, so I started to play around with the images a little bit and manipulate them. Going back to an older strategy that I had of adding and decorating the body with naturally occurring patterns. And these figures started to emerge. And so the first set, they were a lot more kind of decorative and beautiful and was really playing into, the seductive quality of corals. But the more that I found out and researched and discovered about not only corals themselves, but the plight of the coastal environment, the more, I guess, morose the work started to become, a little bleaker, and a little more meditative. And so, yeah, so that's one plot point. But the other plot point is my encounter with coral as a child. I grew up, as almost everyone does in Barbados, very close to the sea. And my mother's work, there was a certain period in her work where she would take my brother and I and our father, we would go as a family and just walk the East Coast and pick up things that we found interesting and beautiful. And we were just surrounded by this collection of stuff, And, over time, her work would come together and emerge, and she would make, her tapestries were hangings out of these objects. So there's already a kind of predisposition to using marine flotsam and jetsam, things that wash up on the shore, as art materials.